Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the post-match press conference of Roberto Martinez here at Wembley. When you're not talking or not asking a question, please switch off your microphone. And if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand. So I'll start with the first hands raised. For the moment, I don't see too many. Bart Laga, is he on?
Hi, Roberto.
Hi, Bart.
First question is maybe about Kevin. Why did he come off? Was he injured? What did he say at the moment you took him off?
Yeah, I wouldn't say injury. I think it's too early to say. I think it was a feeling that it wasn't right. I think it's more neurologic. It's not a soft tissue injury, but it was more precaution that we had to avoid. It wasn't 100%.
Okay, Bart. More questions? No. Rob Dorset.
Hello, Roberto. It's Rob Dorset from Sky Sports News. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Rob.
You were so dominant for big chunks in that first half. Are you scratching your head a little bit about how you lost the game? Maybe a view of the penalty and then a deflected goal?
I think we played very well in the first half. The goal from the penalty comes and is a massive blow. We had a team that today were a little bit younger than normal, and probably in the second half it was a very level game. But the deflected goal to the chances that we had in front of Pickford, that was the difference in the result. But our performance should have been better in the second half. I don't think we finished the game as strong as we normally do. And we couldn't match the level of the first half. But very pleased in the way that we started the game, to come to Wembley, to have to start the game with certain players that they've been having big roles, like Eden Hazard, Torgan Hazard, Jan Vertonghen, Dries Mertens, Thomas Vermaelen. For us, it was a big opportunity for other players, and I thought we adapted very, very well in that first half, but it's a shame that we couldn't carry on at that level in the second half.
Did you have a view on Jordan Henderson and the way he reacted for the penalty?
I think it would have been a very different game if the VAR would have been available. I think the modern game has gone in a different way of refereeing. I do feel there is a couple of moments, even our goal disallowed. It's hard to tell how Yannick Carrasco, when he strikes the ball, there is someone impeding Pickford's vision. I feel that he's onside. The reaction, there is contact, of course. You are defending a set play, but I don't think how much a contact. But I think that's always when you want to analyze the goals, there is always aspects. I just think that the VAR has taken refereeing at a different level, and today, when there is no VAR in the games, is quite difficult for the referees. We didn't get that look that sometimes you need in those decisions.
And last one from me. Look, you've worked in England for long enough to know how excited the England fans and England's media will be with England beating the team that are ranked number one in the world, in yourselves. What was your assessment of England tonight and where they can go from here?
Well, I think England are, as I always seen them, on the Gareth Southgate, a team that they are committed for each other, that they're always ready to give everything and perform, tactically very flexible, and is a team that never gives up. And I thought that was what you saw today, really good, new, upcoming talent, and that will always be competitive in any game. I don't think I've seen anything different. I think Gareth is doing a fantastic job, and with the support of everyone, you can achieve big things.
Okay, thanks, Rob. Anyone from RTBF? And raise your hand by pushing the button, please, but otherwise I can't see who's raising his hand. Is there anyone from RTBF wanting to ask a question to Roberto Martinez? No? Sporza, VRT? No one? Okay. No more questions then?
We got one there, Vincent.
I don't see no hands raising.
You got Vincent.
Oh, yes, there's one. Stéphane Le Caillon. Stéphane, allez-y.
No, it's easier.
Stéphane, oui.
We can't hear.
Stéphane Le Caillon.
Okay, sorry. Do you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do,
Okay,
Stefan.
good evening, coach.
Good evening.
You made 2 changes in this game. Do you feel like if you had more possibilities, you could have made more changes, which had bring something more in this game? Because you had the possibility to make 4 changes, if I'm right?
Well, as you know, we always looking to get stronger in game to game, and today I felt that it was a good opportunity to see 2 emerging talent that we have in our squad in Jeremy Doku and Jari Veskaren, 18 and 19. They need games like this. I think international football is very slow, the development that you can give to players, and that was a really good opportunity. But obviously we had to face losing Kevin De Bruyne, which he always has a massive influence in the game, and as I mentioned before, not to have Eden Hazard, Dries Mertens and Thibaut Courtois without Kevin on the pitch. That's been the first time that has happened for a long time. So I think it's important for other players to take that opportunity, to take that leading role, and that's something that we need to prepare our future and the squad.
Okay, thank you. So please raise your hand by pushing on the button and switch on your microphone. No one from RTBF? I see Yves Teldeman raising his hand.
Yeah, hi coach.
Hi, Yves.
Yeah, question about the Iceland game. Is there a possibility that we might see Dries Mertens come over, and is there a possibility that Jan Vertongen might play?
No. Player by player, Jan Vertonghen will be released from international duty and he will go back to his club at Benfica, and he'll carry on to try to get back to full fitness. In the case of Dries Mertens, it's such a frustrating time, and we all know how committed Dries Mertens has been with the national team for many years, and he deserves the weight from our side. So we will wait until the last second, and we hope that the local authorities in Italy can help towards allowing Dries to join us for the Iceland game. And from that point, what was the other player, Yves? Sorry.
No, it's Mertens and Vertongen, eh?
Dries and Jana.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one more question, coach, because it's only your 4th defeat in 4 years national team. But I've got the impression that you're very disappointed. Is that correct?
I am because the first half was us, and I think in the second half we started well, and after the goal, obviously we had two good opportunities to score, and then is a deflected goal in our goal, and we finished the game with a little bit of a loose feeling in terms of we couldn't be ourselves, we forced things, and that's the disappointment. I think today we were very unfortunate. It's a very level game, however you want to look at it, and I thought that we were better in the first half, and the second half was very level. So then when you look at the balance of the whole 90 minutes and we end up losing the game, you feel extra disappointed. But I was delighted in the way that the players prepared the game, the way that the players played in this arena, and now we're looking forward to the Iceland game.
Okay, thanks, Yves. Niels Poissonnier.
Hi, coach.
Hi, Niels.
Is it a worry that there wasn't a reaction after the 2-1?
No, there was a reaction. I think there was a reaction, but it wasn't a reaction with our normal composed way of knowing the clarity of how to break the opposition down and get in front of goal. Is the reaction in terms of the way that the team made a step forward. It was there, but I think the execution of our attacking play wasn't as clear as it can be, and you have to understand it. We had a 19 years old, an 18 years old, new bodies into the squad, and we will work on this, and we're looking forward to try to finish this Nations League on top of the group. That doesn't mean anything. We won the initial 2 games. England dropped 2 points. They were very close in Iceland, so everything will be decided in November. But it is true that our first half performance, it gives you a lot of confidence and a lot of belief on what we can do, even when we have players missing of the importance of the players that we had today missing.
Okay,
Thank you. Compare this game with the game in November when hopefully Torgan, Eden and Dries will be there again.
Well, we won competition for places, and we want our most experienced players to be available. That's for sure, always the case. But What I'm delighted is that the team was our recognizable self, not because we had players missing or important players missing. We didn't play with a normal belief that we have. That first half performance was really strong against a very good team playing at home. It's just the next step is that even when you get a mental blow, like it can be conceding a goal from a deflection, you need to find that little bit of second belief to try to get into the scoreline. But I think is the work in progress that we have, and now the reaction needs to be against Iceland.
Okay, thanks Niels. Ludo, you have a question as well? Ludo van der Wallen.
Hey Roberto.
Hi Ludo.
Yeah. 2 years ago we lost against Switzerland 5-2 in the Nations League. Today again in the Nations League. Yesterday Kevin De Bruyne was complaining about the number of games. Thomas Meunier said, okay, the Nations League, I don't like it very much. Does it have anything to do with this defeat of today?
No, I don't think so. When I see those players that they've been on the pitch, the way that they played, I don't see any second thoughts. Today, the game, I thought we showed a very good level in the first half. It's not that we never turned up for the game. It's not that we never started the game well. I think we were ourselves, our normal way of playing, the way that we created a few good opportunities. We defended very, very well. And then in the second half, I think we've been unfortunate, as it could happen. Sometimes I feel that there are moments that if you score that second goal or you go to draw level, it would have had a massive difference in how the performance would end up. I don't think today was a difference because of the lack of focus or concentration or wanting to play in this tournament. I don't believe on that at all. I think if there's anything, our players are always fully committed to the Red Devils. And it's unfortunate of the result, but I can see things that we need to improve. I can see things that they're going to make us better going into the next camp, which is going to be important, and a bit further going to the Euros. We need games like today. Maybe we need defeats at times to improve. Sometimes you get from victory to victory and probably nothing highlights in order to improve. The defeat in Switzerland was very different. I think when you get 2-0 up and the way that everything ended up was completely different, we corrected that. And I think today it showed me a few aspects that we need to address. But probably we need these defeats to fulfill our potential if we want to be successful in a major tournament.
Okay.
Why did you choose Jari to replace Kevin De Bruyne?
I think it was more the profile. Jari is a footballer that he can find space. Kevin had a role of finding that space in midfield and being able to execute that final ball. That's a profile that Jari Verskaren has really well on that right-hand side. It's more the profile of the position. We had other profiles on the bench that if they were needed, they could have had a good effect. But at that point, the opportunity of Jeremy Doku in 1v1 situations in the wide areas was a really good game for him to come on, and Jari would bring the same profile that Kevin De Bruyne has.
Okay, thanks Ludo. One last question for Christophe Lieberlo.
Hey, Coach.
Hi, Christophe. I can hear you now. Yes,
yeah.
You can.
Hi, Coach. Good evening.
Good evening.
You just said that it's sometimes important to have defeat to become better, to learn from that. What's the main lesson you learned then today, if you have to point out just one?
Well, if I have to, I thought we got too affected when we conceded the second goal. As a team, we always know how to keep performing for 90 minutes. And when you play away from home, away from your environment, especially when there is no fans, where they can have an effect in your performance, you need to be almost mature enough how to affect the next period of the game after the goal. I thought the emotion of the goal affected us a little bit, but we had really good chances. I'm thinking now of the move where Yannick Carrasco ended up 1v1 with Pickford. I'm not sure about the goal disallowed on Yannick in the first half, how much that has a big influence. I'm not sure about the penalty that he was awarded. I think we were quite unfortunate in some decisions, but in a very level game, I just feel that in this, when we conceded the second goal, our reaction is to be better, and as a team, we didn't finish as strong as we should do, or as strong as we normally do.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, coach.
Thank you, everyone.